Well, the first thing Americans should do is, en masse, 1 million or 10 million should immediately pick a day in the future to coordinate, using a Facebook-type revolution, 1 million foreclosure walk away. Just walk away from your mortgages, because the banks who sold you those mortgages are financing terrorism. As a matter of fact, you would probably save lives by walking away from your mortgage, because every penny you give a Morgan or Goldman Sachs, they just use it to fund terrorists and kill people and murder people and starve people. So do your species, the human species, a favor. Don't pay your mortgage. Don't give the cancerous terrorists any more of your money, unless, of course, you want to live in a prison.
Okay, here we are inside Barclays Bank. Today is the 7th of March 2011, and their head boss, a guy called Bob Diamond, has just received a personal bonus of £6.5 million. It's a fair world. Hi, good morning everyone. This is Cambridge on the, let's have a look at the date. It's the 7th of March 2011, and my God, it's the very nicest day I've had since I moved here. It's so sunny, the air is still, I can actually feel that warm sunshine turning my skin back to its normal color, which is a bit more tan than this. I'm looking awfully pale on the screen right now. But no, great successes recently with the leak of the Sir Richard Dearlove video, where he attacked WikiLeaks, and the beautiful irony was his talk was all about the diffusion of power from states to individuals by technology, and there we were secretly filming and leaking his very words, which did make a few mainstream news outlets out there. So hurrah, hurrah. And Julian Assange has watched the video, the WikiLeaks team has seen it, and I'm not sure if this is a direct result, but Julian Assange is coming to Cambridge University to give a talk as his right of reply against all the kind of nonsense that was said by him by the ex-spy boss last week. So hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. And I'm on my way now to the Cambridge Council building to go discuss with them about the UK Census, which we're all being told to complete by 27th of March 2011, in 3 weeks. And it's quite funny how they threaten us with a fine of £1,000 if we don't fill in the census, but it goes very fundamental. It's very, very fundamental in terms of, does the state have a right to force you to give information? Nah. You know, just move away from the state, start ignoring it. I'm going to film a letter later that I got from the, what was it, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, or the tax office, the British tax office, saying that because I didn't return any tax return, I am liable for a penalty, and then it stated the penalty of £0. So I'll film that later and you'll see. Yeah, just going to go and speak to them about the census and try and do some filming in there, because they're filming us, they want information on us. Can we maybe get some information on the state? But as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, no need for guns, no need for fighting right now. It's just ignoring the stupid big business, big government state, and offering an alternative. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the truth movement, if you're new to the resistance, just appreciate how much happier, sexier, healthier, more fun your life will be when you start ignoring the state, when you start ignoring these inhumane demands on you and start living like a free human being. It really revitalizes your soul. It fills you with the joy of being a wild human again. And you can be wild in this state. You can truly be a jungle man in the urban jungle. Just be free. So with love, Charlie Veitch. Okay, here we are inside the Cambridge County Council offices here, and this is where I got the information that Capita won the award to do this survey, the census, on the 27th of March. The big scandal with the British people is that Lockheed Martin, one of the very biggest arms manufacturers, which means one of the biggest killers in the world, will be helping the British government process this data. And we need to worry about privacy. If Lockheed Martin has all your information, then what can happen? The last census in 2001 was rejected by 1.5 million people. And by rejected, I mean they did not fill it in. So can one say that the British census in 2001 was actually worth anything when it missed out 5% of the population? Now that the internet is very strong... Sorry, one second. Now that the internet... Sorry, one second, I promise.
You need to get outside.
I promise you 1 second.
No, it doesn't need to be.
In 2011, the British census, because of the internet and because of all the scandals, may not be filled in by 5 million people, maybe 10 million people. Anyway, the council man has asked me to leave, so... Has he gone away? Anyway, where was I? Yeah. In 2011, because of the strength of the internet and because of the Iraq war, the Afghan war, all the scandals involving arms companies, it might be a lot of people this time around that don't fill in the census, even though the government is threatening people with a £1,000 fine if they fail to do so. I'm not going to advise anyone of what they should do or shouldn't do. Okay, I will. I'm very biased. Don't fill in the census. So here we are inside Cambridge Guildhall building, which is in Market Square, just right in the centre of Cambridge. This is where they have all the CCTV operation in the basement. We got kicked out of the other Cambridge City Council building. I think they'll be a bit more friendly here, because this is also a very beautiful building. But what we find in this very interesting internet age, this age of information, is that the most effective way, it seems, that we can actually start to move away from statism and taxation and the imposition of other people's ideologies on us is merely by not giving any more energy and attention to them and just by ignoring them. And the best way to do that is to not pay your taxes. And I know I keep pressing this point, but by paying your taxes, you are voluntarily giving yourself over to the state, and your energy is contributing towards Western imperialism and genocide and killing. So as we find, as more and more people start to move away from, for example, filling in the census or paying taxes or obeying the law or turning up at court, the state needs to do more and more violence. It needs to brutalize even more to get the attention of the people. And I thoroughly recommend, if you've not seen it, do watch Adam Curtis's The Power of Nightmares, which is available for free on the internet. But do bear in mind, he's not a truther, so there's a few mainstream ideas in there. But anyway, that's the Guildhall building. Don't fill in the census.